Hi guys, thank you for watching my very first YouTube video. This one I'm going to be talking about side hustles. So I use two main side hustles. One is the survey site that I'll show you in a little bit, and then the other is one that's available to everyone, which is the can return, now that it's opened up to all states. So I have made myself a little tracker here, which is what I use to track how much I'm getting back from my survey, my can returns. So as you can see, I've only done one so far this year, and that was for $3.20. I just put it into my little savings jar or an envelope in my sinking funds if I'm saving towards a certain sinking fund, and then I just use these to track how much I've earned when I complete the little card. So there is, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 36 cans. Obviously, if you are regular and have a lot of cans, then you do a weekly, you'll finish this within a year. If not, it'll be a slow burn. I prefer slow burner type side hustles, just because having a full-time job, working odd hours, it does get a little bit tiresome. So I don't really prefer anything that I have to put a lot of effort into. I do have my Etsy shop, which is probably one of the most common side hustles these days, but I don't actually take any money from my Etsy shop at the moment. I'm still in early stages, still in growth. So everything that I can make back from sales or things like that just goes straight back into my little shop and allows me to buy some really cool things for the shop to share with all of you guys and make available. And I will link my little Etsy shop if you do want one of these little card here. So yeah, I'll flick the camera around and I will show you the little survey site. So this is the survey site. It's called Pureprofile. And it's an Aussie site, but I believe it is international. I have seen a couple of like US or UK selections available. I have seen a girl that I follow on Instagram. She's from New Zealand and she uses it as well. It's a great little survey site that it's a bit of a slow burn. You don't really earn a lot very fast, but it does create a decent amount, just dependent on how many times you want to do the surveys. I usually do them when I'm having my morning coffee or something like that. So as you can see up here, I've got a post-it note just covering my name. But I've got, so far, well, since I last redeemed, I've got currently $16.27 sitting on my account, and you can see here I've got, so far for January, I've got $4.85. So once you fill in your details, it will bring you to a section where it just asks you a bunch of generic type questions about different aspects and different categories of your life. It does a lot. So like we've got sports and fitness, leisure. It just basically gets a rough idea of, you know, what type of surveys you may be eligible for. And then once you use it after a couple of times, it'll bring in some surveys. And no matter what, if you complete the survey, it'll give you the total amount. So usually it's between, like, it'll pop up saying 10 cents to $2.40 or something like that. So that basically means that if you complete the survey, you'll get the $2.40. If you are unable because you don't meet the requirements of the survey, no matter what, you'll get 10 cents. So sometimes it can be a bit slow, a bit of a lull. It takes a little bit to get some decent surveys, but it's one of these things where the more you use it, usually the more surveys you get. It just depends on how many other people are using it as well. So we'll just come back to this section once it loads. So there's 3 different ways that you can redeem the money that you earn through the survey site. obviously bank deposit, movie tickets, and gift cards. I usually use the gift cards. It's through Prezi, so they do offer a complete range of like retailers. I mainly use mine for Woolies or for fuel. I think they use Ampol servos you can use these gift cards at, but obviously your amounts here range from $20 all the way down to a gift card of $500. It used to be you could only redeem every 60 days. I do believe that has changed now, just dependent on obviously how much you have sitting in your account, how often you use it, all those types of things. So it's a great survey. I absolutely love it. It's a great, like I usually do it on my iPad while I'm sitting down watching TV of a night time, or when I get up in the morning and I'm logging onto my computer for work. And it's just a great little time waster, I guess. You can kind of do it without paying a lot of attention to it. I absolutely love it. It's, yeah, like I said before, it's a bit of a slow burner, but when you do hit amounts, I usually wait till I get to like $50 before I redeem, which usually, depending on how many surveys are around, can be 6 weeks or something like that. But at the moment, obviously it's the new year. They do have a $20 sign up bonus, so you'll get $20, and then I will also get $20, I believe. Obviously I'll put the link in the description, but no pressure. You don't have to use it. I just think this is a great site. They do little like giveaways that are around. I've just lost my internet. Cool. But yeah, so there's like an area on how to earn, and that brings you down to different areas, the basic how you go about being able to complete the surveys. The app's pretty good. You can't get all the surveys on the app though. So yeah, that can be a little bit annoying sometimes where you have to log on to an actual browser. But just, I think because of the, like some of the surveys will have videos in them. They'll ask you to watch different like adverts and things like that, and you give your opinion on them. So yeah, they do like little giveaways and things like that. So you can get an extra couple of bonuses, I guess, if you're lucky. I've been using this on and off for about 5 years now, and I haven't been that lucky. But yeah, it's a really good survey site. There are plenty of others, but I prefer this one just because it's simple to use. So yeah.